Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweetpea Sid's Inspirations. My name is Sydney, and today we are going to create the 3D Slanted Shell Stitch. This is going to be a 1-row repeat, but in order to create that 1-row repeat, we do have to create a setup row. Now, this stitch does give great texture to whatever piece you are working on. Front and back do look the exact same. And in order to create this stitch, you do have to chain up a multiple of 3 plus 1. Now that plus 1 is going to act as a chain 1, but it is not going to count as a stitch. For today's tutorial, I am going to be chaining up a total of 16, which is my multiple of 3, 15 plus 1, which gives me 16. You can chain up as many as you would like, as long as it is multiple of 3 plus 1. Now I am using a worsted weight yarn and a 5mm hook. Use whatever you would like and whatever you have handy. But I am going to go ahead and make a slip knot and chain my multiple of 3 plus 1. So 15 plus 1, which gives me 16. Again, chain whatever you would like. Now, once you have your chains, we're going to start working our setup row. So again, like I said, this first stitch here counts as a chain 1. So we're going to work into the second chain from the hook by placing a single crochet. Now we will begin the repeat unit. And we're going to start by skipping 2 chains, so 1 and 2. We're going to go into that third chain, and we are going to place 2 double crochets into that chain. After you have those 2 double crochets, we're going to chain 2. And then we are going to place a single crochet into that same space, and that is our repeat unit for our setup row. So again, we are going to skip the next 2 chains, so 1 and 2, go into that third chain by placing 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then place a single crochet into that same space. Again, skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, into that third chain, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then a single crochet into that same space. Skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, into that third chain, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and a single crochet into that same space. Now, when you have made it to the end, we are going to place a double crochet into that last chain. So you might have to skip 1 and then double crochet into that last chain. That is our setup row. So for our 1 row repeat, we're going to start off by chaining 1. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Go ahead and turn your work. Place a single crochet into the top of the double crochet that we made at the end. So for our 2 row repeat, what we're going to do is we're going to find that chain 2 space. We're going to place 2 double crochets into that space. We're going to chain 2 and then into the next double crochet. So you have that chain 2 here and then the next double crochet. We're going to place a front post single crochet around that post. And that is our repeat unit. So we're going to skip this next double crochet and this single crochet and find our next chain 2 space. Place 2 double crochets into that space, chain 2, and then around the next double crochet, we're going to place a front post double crochet. Again, that is our repeat unit. So I'll do that with you 2 more times. So find that chain 2 space, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then find the next double crochet stitch and place a front post single crochet. One more time. We're going to skip the next double crochet and that single crochet, working into the next chain 2 space, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then around the next double crochet, we're going to place a front post single crochet. And once you have made it to the end, we're going to place a double crochet into the top of that first single crochet that we made at the beginning of our setup row. And that is our 1 row repeat. I'll do that with you 1 more time. So we're going to start off by chaining 1, turn your work. We're going to place a single crochet into the top of that chain or that double crochet that we just made at the end. We're going to find our next chain 2 space, place 2 double crochets into that space, chain 2, find the next double crochet, which is right after that chain 2, and place a front post single crochet. Again, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, which is that double crochet and that single crochet. Find that chain 2 space, place 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then a front post single crochet around that next double crochet post. Again, skip the next 2 stitches, find that next chain 2 space, place 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space, chain 2, and then around that next double crochet, which is right after that chain 2, we're going to place a single crochet front post single crochet. Skip the next 2 stitches, place 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space, chain 2, and then a front post single crochet around the next double crochet. And once you have made it to the end, and to that first single crochet that we made at the beginning of the previous row, we are going to place a double crochet into that space. And that is our 1 row repeat. You'll continue working that for however long you desire. And that is it for today's tutorial. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or a subscribe. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you in the next video.